Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Cardi B getting dragged through the mud on TikTok. Earlier today, I did a video talking about it. The video was 15 minutes and 6 seconds long, but there was a bit of a disturbance in the video, and because so many people were already on the video, I did not delete it, right? Because I know that you guys really enjoyed that video irrespective of the little disturbance. So I said, let's do kind of like of a remake of that, or a part two if you may. So let's get into it, because you guys know that Christmas, we saw Stefon Diggs, sharing photos of him and his kids on Instagram, right? But Stefon Diggs did not take any photos with his newest born child, which he has with CardiB. You know that is so questionable in so many ways. But let me back up a second. Let me not say he didn't take any pictures with his son on Christmas Day. We saw him posting photos with the kids, with the exception of his recent child that he has with his fresh new relationship, if that's the freshest, newest relationship, because this guy is always up to something. Stefon Diggs is someone that you cannot keep up with, and he really doesn't share his private life. He keeps it, as private as he can, minus the pregnancies, and the girl is popping off with their pregnancies. It seems as though when you're pregnant for Stefon Diggs, it's a trophy, it's an achievement, it's an accomplishment that the girls are happy, they are celebrating it, and some of them are just, happy, I guess the money is that good. No, we have Cardi B, right? Cardi B is the loudmouth girl that tells herself that, she is better off than a lot of women, not financially, but overall. And a lot of girls can't walk in her shoe, as she's recently told someone on social media, right? So that's how Cardi B sees herself. The internet sees Cardi B as a girl who came from nothing, who made her, who got all the way up to the top, and irrespective of the fact that she has made it up to the top, she is refusing to leave the ghetto mentally. She's still living that dirty lifestyle that it's not one that a celebrity should be having on public display, and as such, TikTokers are reacting, they're saying, and this is not just women, this is women and men. They're telling younger girls that Cardi B's life is not anything for anyone to model. There's nothing good going on in Cardi B's life, and they're breaking it down as to why there's nothing good in Cardi B's life at present for anyone to admire, because what they're saying is that Cardi B left her husband, claiming that her husband was cheating on her, and she, took a man that is still cheating on her. She decided that she was going to leave her cheating husband because the husband was cheating on her, and she decided that she wanted to be a side chick for a cheating boyfriend. So the internet is saying Cardi B's action makes absolutely no sense. And what they're saying is that everywhere you turn, you see Cardi B, it's as though Stefon Diggs is her ball. At least one creator said, Cardi B sees Stefon Diggs as the ball in this game. Cardi B is playing a new sport, and her new sport is chasing Stefon Diggs the ball. You always see Cardi B chasing the ball. You always see Cardi B yelling and being loud about her man, Stefon Diggs. But what they're saying is that they've never seen that energy from Stefon Diggs. They're saying Stefon Diggs hasn't even shout out Cardi B's Little Miss Drama tour. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't encouraged his fans to buy the tickets or anything like that. No, what some critics are also saying is that Stefon Diggs team members, they have a certain level of respect for him because he's a good player, but in general, they don't like him, allegedly, because of his messy lifestyle and his messy behavior. And they're alleging that Stefon teammates, they don't like CardiB either because it's just too much. What is going on with CardiB and Stefon Diggs? It is just too much. Now, TikTokers are also saying that, to show that Stefon Diggs really doesn't care or even consider CardiB's feelings, he didn't even say, let him take a photo with CardiB and the newborn for the sake of the internet purpose, knowing that he was going to post his other kids. So we learned that he ditched her in the hospital after she gave birth. He ditched her for 3 days, and they're saying that, he ditched her on Christmas as well, allegedly, because we really don't know. But another thing that they're saying is that CardiB has never been to Stefon Diggs' home, and they're even saying CardiB doesn't know. This one was funny. They say CardiB doesn't know which state Stefon Diggs lives in. She doesn't know his real home. So what they are assuming, or alleging I should say, is that Stefon Diggs just take her to a staged home and trick her into believing that's where he lives, but that's not where he lives. They're saying Stefon Diggs never brought CardiB to his real home ever. I don't know how they know that. And they're saying, judging by Stefon Diggs' action, you can tell that he doesn't like her. As a matter of fact, he hates her. And he's just using her for, to garner more public attention to himself. That is what TikTok have been saying. It's a lot. Like, when you go into the videos, it's a lot. And as I've said, one of the main TikTokers that came out with some strong points is this young lady. I don't remember her TikTok handle, but she starts her video, as I've said, all of us have our little punchline. We have our little jingle. So she'll come out and she'll say, CardiB is shaking in her boots, or Beyonce's, everyone is shaking in their boots for her, right? So she's one of them. She did a TikTok video. And I have to say that she basically peeled back every single layer like an onion, honey. She peeled back all the layers, showing you how flawed Stefon Diggs and CardiB's relationship is. And as such, she's saying there's no relationship there. The PR team is the one that's pushing them. When you're in public, remember to give a kiss. And that is why I'm saying there's no chemistry between CardiB and Stefon Diggs. When you look at both of them in the public, it's just on the lips. Nothing. You don't see the eye connection. You don't see the little, how girls, when they see their men, they get a little butterfly, or they'll be like, oh my God, it's my baby. I'm so proud of you, and that would be just, oh my God. And, a man winning, even though it's not new for Stefon Diggs' team, but for CardiB and for the man, they would understand, even though it's not new, how valuable this is. This is the moment. And they would be making out, and the ribbons and the bows and the balloons would be just pouring on them, being that celebrity power couple. They are trying to fake something that they are not. They want to be the celebrity power couple, but they are the celebrity trash couple. Trash, 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 trash. Even those who love CardiB, they try to talk around the reality of what is happening in her life so much that they can't even do it seamlessly nor flawlessly. They try so hard to cover up for her. Oh, CardiB is winning, right? And the fact of the matter is, no one can stop anyone from saying CardiB is winning, because if they believe she's winning, right? But the truth is, CardiB has chosen her path, and it is her life to live. But at the same time, what the internet is saying, it is a mess, because she's a celebrity, and knowing that she's always loudmouth on the internet, they're saying if you take a step back for a second, if you listen to CardiB music, look into her music, there's nothing of value. The music is ratchet, wet ass, coochie, wet ass, and high dick and whatever, right? She's that kind of performer. But they're saying her music is trash. She's trash. Her behavior is trash. The relationship is trash. So they're basically saying that it's just messy overall, and they're saying that Cardi B is stooping too low. Cardi B doesn't know her worth. She doesn't know her value, and Cardi B is not stepping up, and she needs to step up because they believe that this man is taking her on a, what they call it again? I forgot the terminology for it, but he's basically, you know, taking her on a stroll, treating her like a dog on a leash. I didn't want to say that, but that's basically what they're saying. Stefon Diggs is treating her like a dog on a leash. He's giving her the pull-push method, and that's literally what he's doing. Pull-push method, which is narcissistic. But every womanizer are always narcissists. Every single last womanizer, they're always narcissists. So Stefon Diggs may give the cool guy, the guy who I don't bother anyone, I just love what I love and I mind my business, but they're oftentimes narcissists. But with Cardi B, you can tell that there's no relationship there. I'm wondering when they're going to throw in the towel and step up on it. Not just throw it in, they need to step on that towel to ensure that they never try to pull that stunt ever again, because it seems as though after Stefon Diggs, Cardi B might be undateable because it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I'm wondering who is going to date Cardi B after Stefon Diggs, you know? And that is what pisses people off, the fact that Cardi B is not respecting herself and setting standards and setting example for her baby girl. That is what is pissing a lot of people off. But that's it, guys. We're gonna leave it at that. A lot is being said. Everyone is chiming in. And as I've said, even men are telling women that's not the lifestyle for anyone to model, for anyone to say it's couples goals, because ain't nothing there but broken homes, broken dreams, and all of that jazz. But that's it, guys. Leave your comment below, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.